It almost always starts with just one device. Maybe it's a moment of curiosity, or maybe you've heard friends talk about how easy it is to use. There's something about the design, the feel, the promise of something different. Maybe it was a gift, or a great deal on an iPhone. Sometimes it's a birthday surprise, or maybe you finally decided to upgrade after years with your old phone. However it happens, that first step is always exciting. You unbox it, and the setup is simple. The packaging is minimal, but it feels special, almost like a ritual. Within minutes you're up and running, no complicated steps, no confusion. Everything feels intuitive and smooth. The gestures make sense, the animations are fluid, and you find yourself smiling at how effortless it all is. You're not thinking about ecosystems, you're just enjoying your new phone. It's fun to explore, to discover little features you didn't expect. It fits into your life almost immediately. It takes great pictures, the apps are polished, and it feels premium. The camera captures moments beautifully, and every app seems to work just a bit better than you remember on your old device. For a while that's all it is, a really good phone. It becomes your daily companion, something you rely on without even thinking about it. Then you need new headphones. You've seen AirPods everywhere. They're in coffee shops, on the subway, in the gym. Suddenly, they're on your mind. You pick up a pair, open the case, and a card pops up on your iPhone. It's almost instant, and you barely have to think about it. One tap, and they're connected. Not just to your phone, but to your iCloud account. Suddenly, your music, podcasts, and calls follow you everywhere, no matter which device you're using. It's a tiny moment of magic, but it's powerful. You realize how seamless things can be when everything is designed to work together. Suddenly, you notice how your devices are starting to connect. It's subtle at first. Maybe your AirPods switch automatically, or your messages show up on your laptop. Next, you're shopping for a laptop. The MacBook keeps calling you back. You remember how easy your iPhone was, and you wonder if the experience could be even better with a Mac. You imagine your iPhone photos already in the Photos app, answering calls on your laptop, and your AirPods working everywhere. The idea of your devices talking to each other starts to feel like a necessity, not just a luxury. The idea of everything just working together is incredibly appealing. It's not just about convenience, it's about a sense of harmony in your digital life. So you get the MacBook, now you're deeper in. The transition is smooth, and suddenly your workflow feels more connected than ever before. The ecosystem isn't a conscious choice, it's something you fall into, one great product at a time. Each device feels like a natural extension of the last, and you barely notice as your collection grows. Maybe next, it's an Apple Watch. It unlocks your Mac, shows notifications, and just works. Suddenly you're checking messages on your wrist, tracking your health, and leaving your phone in your pocket more often. Then comes the iPad, and your notes and files sync instantly. You sketch ideas, drag files between devices, and realize you're working in ways you never thought possible. Each new product makes the others more valuable. The more you add, the more you get out of each one, and the more seamless your experience becomes. What started with a single phone is now a fully integrated network. Your devices talk to each other, share information, and make your life just a little bit easier every day. You're no longer just an iPhone user, you're an Apple user, living in its world. The brand becomes part of your routine, your habits, and even your identity. The ecosystem grows quietly until it's everywhere in your digital life. It's in your morning alarm, your work, your music, your memories, and that's how it all begins. One device, one moment, and suddenly, you're part of something much bigger than you expected. So what does ecosystem actually mean for Apple? It's a word you hear a lot, but it's more than just a buzzword. For Apple, the ecosystem is a carefully crafted network of devices, software, and services that are all designed to work together in perfect harmony. It's all of Apple's devices, software, and services designed to work together seamlessly. The idea is that each product is great on its own, but when you use them together, they become even more powerful and convenient. iPhone, iPad, Mac, Apple Watch, AirPods, plus iOS, macOS, iCloud, iMessage, FaceTime. It's a complete package. Each device and service is like a piece of a puzzle, fitting together to create a bigger, more useful picture. Take AirDrop. Share photos from your iPhone to your Mac in seconds. No cables or apps needed. It's instant, wireless, and feels almost magical the first time you use it. Once you use it, you can't imagine living without it. It's these little touches that make everyday tasks feel effortless. Handoff lets you start an email on your Mac, finish it on your iPhone, or begin browsing a website on your iPad and pick up right where you left off on your MacBook. Universal Clipboard means you can copy on your iPad, paste on your Mac, no extra steps. It's like your devices are reading your mind, anticipating what you want to do next. At the heart of it all is iCloud. This is the invisible glue that keeps everything in sync, quietly working in the background. iCloud syncs your photos, contacts, notes, passwords, and files across every Apple device. No matter where you are, your information is always up to date. Take a picture on your iPhone. It's instantly on your Mac and iPad. You don't have to think about it, it just happens automatically. Save a file on your laptop, access it from your phone anywhere. Whether you're at home, at work, or on the go, your files follow you. This invisible syncing creates a unified experience. It's not just about convenience, it's about making technology feel effortless and natural. It feels like you have different windows into the same digital life. No matter which device you pick up, you're always right where you left off. That's the Apple ecosystem in action. A world where your devices aren't just tools, but partners that work together to make your digital life smoother, simpler, and more connected. Apple's ecosystem is often called a walled garden, a place where everything feels safe, polished, and perfectly in sync. Inside, every device, app, and service works together almost magically. Messages, photos, and files flow seamlessly from your iPhone to your MacBook, your iPad, and even your Apple TV. It's a world where convenience is king, and everything just works. But try to leave, and suddenly those smooth walls become barriers. Moving your data, contacts, and memories out isn't easy. This is by design. Apple has built these walls intentionally, not just for security, but to keep you invested. iMessage is a perfect example. Blue bubbles, high-quality media, and group chats, all exclusive to Apple. The moment you switch, you're marked by the green bubble, and some features just disappear. Switch to Android, and you lose features, group chats, and even messages if you don't deregister. Friends might even notice you're suddenly out of the loop. The social pressure to stay is real. In some circles, being the only one with a green bubble can feel isolating. Then there's your purchases. Apps, movies, music, all locked to Apple's platforms. Years of buying and downloading can't be transferred. Switching means losing your digital library and starting over, which can be a costly and frustrating process. Hardware lock-in is real too. Proprietary connectors, exclusive accessories, and the Apple Watch, which only works with iPhone, all tie you closer to the brand. Each device you add strengthens the chain, making it harder to break free. The more you invest, the more you're locked in. The more you buy, the higher the walls grow around you, making the idea of leaving feel overwhelming. Apple's seamless experience is powerful, but it's also a carefully crafted trap designed to keep you coming back. The ecosystem is designed to keep you in, one feature at a time, making each new convenience another reason to stay. Leaving isn't just inconvenient, it's costly, both financially and emotionally, as you leave behind years of digital life. That's the genius and the risk of Apple's walled garden. It's beautiful, but it's built to keep you inside. Apple's golden handcuffs are features so good you don't want to leave. FaceTime is simple, high quality, and only works with Apple devices. Features like SharePlay or Apple Pencil integration make you feel part of an exclusive club. This sense of exclusivity builds emotional loyalty. Owning Apple isn't just practical, it's a statement. The brand is tied to creativity, quality, and a premium lifestyle. Apple stores and the Genius Bar reinforce this trust. The customer journey is designed to build satisfaction and loyalty. These experiences become powerful memories. The golden handcuffs feel less like restraint, more like a comfortable embrace. Apple's ecosystem is a business masterstroke. Buy one device and you're more likely to buy another. The products sell each other through integration. This creates a self-perpetuating sales cycle. The more you buy, the more valuable you become to Apple. Services like the App Store, Apple Music, and iCloud are designed to work best with multiple devices. Apple's services revenue has exploded thanks to this strategy. Controlling hardware, software, and services lets Apple charge premium prices. Competing with the whole ecosystem, not just the iPhone, is a huge challenge for rivals. The ecosystem is Apple's ultimate competitive advantage. Apple's relentless focus on simplicity is a core appeal. Setup is easy, interfaces are intuitive, and everything just works. This "it just works" philosophy builds trust and habit. Users expect reliability, not complexity. The seamless experience becomes a reward, reinforcing loyalty. But this simplicity comes from control. Apple limits customization and decides what's allowed in the App Store. Many users welcome this trade-off for security and stability. For power users, it can feel restrictive. Apple frames this control as a feature. You don't have to change things. The result? A system that feels effortless if you're willing to play by Apple's rules. That's the psychological genius behind "it just works." Apple's closed ecosystem is all about control and integration. Apple makes the hardware, software, and services, ensuring everything works together. The result is consistency and quality, but less choice. Android and Windows are open ecosystems. Google and Microsoft make the software, but dozens of companies make the hardware. This means more variety and price competition. The downside? Fragmentation and inconsistent experiences. Samsung and Microsoft try to build their own ecosystems, but integration isn't as deep. Google's Pixel line is getting better, but still can't match Apple's cohesion. There's no universal AirDrop for Android. Open systems offer freedom, Apple offers simplicity. It's about what you value, choice, or cohesion. So is Apple's ecosystem genius or a clever trap? From a business and engineering view, it's genius, a self-reinforcing loop of hardware and services. For many users, the convenience and reliability are worth the price. For them, it's not a trap, it's a feature. But the high walls are real. Switching means losing purchases, features, and social connections. The ecosystem can stifle competition and limit choice. The trade-off is clear, curated experience for loyalty and less freedom. Whether it's a fair bargain depends on your priorities. Do you want seamless integration or the freedom to mix and match? There's no single right answer. Apple has simply built the most compelling version of this bargain. If you're deep in the Apple ecosystem, could you ever leave? Imagine switching to Android. Your Apple Watch is useless, your blue bubbles turn green, and you lose seamless file sharing. You'd need to repurchase apps and find new services. For some, that's worth it for more control and customization. For others, the disruption is too much. The ecosystem is comfortable, reliable, and familiar. Why fix what isn't broken? The real question, is your connection to Apple satisfying or frustrating? Are you paying for a premium experience or are you locked in? The power of Apple's ecosystem is that it forces you to ask these questions. Your answer reveals what you truly